I'm Estelle Garner, 78 years old, born August 12th, 1946. 3 weeks ago, I discovered I was declared dead. It was a Tuesday, an ordinary morning that turned my world upside down. I went to the post office to pick up my monthly registered envelope, a routine I'd followed for years. The clerk, chewing gum and tapping her pink nails, barely glanced at me. "Sorry, ma'am," she said, eyes on her screen. "The system says the recipient is deceased." I blinked, my glasses fogging slightly. "Excuse me?" She frowned, squinting at the monitor. "Estelle Garner. Status deceased. Updated 2 months ago." My legs wobbled as I clutched the yellow slip. "I'm right here," I said, voice firm but thin. She hesitated, then slid the envelope over. "You should fix this at the benefits office," she mumbled. "If they think you're dead, the checks will stop." The envelope, worn and rerouted, felt heavy in my hands. Outside, the sun scorched the pavement as a school bus unloaded laughing children across the street. They didn't see me. I felt like a ghost. Someone had legally erased me. Not poetically, but officially. If they could do that, what else had they taken? I walked home to Maplewood Lane, each step heavier, the truth sinking in. I wasn't just forgotten, I was being undone. My house looked unchanged, peeling porch rail, broken step, overturned recycling bin. But everything felt different. At the kitchen table, I stared at the envelope beside the kettle. Its flap was half unsealed. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside was no check, but a letter from the Social Security Administration addressed to the estate of Estelle Garner. It read, "Benefits terminated effective March 1st due to notification of death. To appeal, submit Form SA 571 with certified proof of error." The words blurred. A death certificate had been filed. Not a glitch, not a mistake. Someone did this deliberately. I checked my records drawer. Birth certificate, Sam's insurance papers, benefit statements. All in order. Yet in some system I no longer existed. My phone, usually silent, buzzed. It was Logan, my grandson. "Grandma, I just found out I died," I said, keeping my voice steady.
He paused. "What?"
I explained the certificate, suspecting my daughter, Rachel. "I didn't know," he said. I believed him, but not Rachel. I hung up, grabbed my worn address book, and resolved to prove I was alive. The next day, I called Harold, my neighbor. "Can you come to the benefits office? I need a witness." He agreed instantly. The office was a drab concrete building, its waiting room smelling of hand sanitizer. Harold flipped through an old magazine while I approached the counter. The clerk, Maya, typed without looking up. "I need to correct a record," I said. "Someone filed a death certificate for me, but I'm here." She glanced up, startled, and checked my name. "Deceased on February 18th. Certificate on file." I pressed, "Who submitted it?" She angled her screen away. "I need a supervisor." Denise, the supervisor, was cool but professional. "A family member submitted documents to Vital Records," she said. The certificate was signed. I snapped. "I'm not standard. I'm supposedly dead." Harold vouched for me. Denise sighed. "Submit ID, utility bill, affidavit. It'll take weeks." I asked who cashed my checks. Her hesitation confirmed something was wrong. I left with a fire in my chest. This wasn't a mistake. Someone had erased me. At home, I opened Sam's fireproof lockbox. Inside were our burial plot deeds, marriage license, tax returns, and our will, with Rachel's and Logan's names. Then I found it, a power of attorney I signed 3 years ago after hip surgery. Rachel had called it temporary. I never revoked it. She'd used it to declare me dead. I called Samuel Pierce, our old attorney. "Estelle," he said warmly, "what's wrong?" I laid out the facts. "Do you want to fight?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "Reverse it and hold them accountable." We planned to revoke the POA, file an affidavit, and notify agencies. It would take time, but I was reclaiming my life. The courthouse felt cold, its walls holding countless forgotten stories. Samuel met me with a thick folder. The judge, kind but weary, reviewed my file. "This is the most thorough case of someone not being dead I've seen," he said, prompting a chuckle. I stood. I'd laugh if it hadn't taken 8 weeks to prove I exist. He turned to the registrar. Rachel had filed the certificate, citing her POA, now revoked. "She didn't do this because I was sick," I said. "She wanted what I had. She drained my accounts, moved my lease, took my belongings." The judge granted my petition, restoring my status within 5 days. "Welcome back, Mrs. Garner," he said. I sat, feeling not triumph, but confirmation. The court order arrived, its golden seal gleaming. Logan called, his voice soft. "Mom's upset. Says you're ruining her." I replied, "She filed my death, took everything." He whispered, "I didn't know." I told him to give it time. At the bank, the manager, Richard, stammered apologies. "You approved $70,000 in transfers," I said. "I created a trust for Eloise, a social work student, redirecting all future deposits to her. No joint access," I insisted. I'd given too much to Rachel. Now, I'd give to someone who never asked. A newspaper article appeared, headlined, "Local woman declared dead by daughter fights back and wins." A reporter, Gina, called. I said, "Tell them I'm alive. Silence isn't surrender. Some women grow sharper with age." Rachel faced charges, 2 felonies, 1 misdemeanor. No prison but a record. I wrote her a letter I didn't send. "You stole my life's shape. I'm deciding my story's end." Logan visited, bringing a chipped ceramic frog from my old kitchen. "Your good luck charm," he said. He didn't know the depth of Rachel's actions. "You can't fix it," I said, "but don't pretend it didn't happen." I added to my notebook. They were wrong about me. I was still here, sharper, not softer.
Don't wait to be saved.
Ask questions. Write things down. Reclaim what's yours. Share this for the next woman who fights to be seen.